Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, antiretroviral drugs are used to treat HIV, and in a recent major breakthrough, they've also proved to stop transmission of the virus. But at around £400 a month, Gilead's Truvada pills are highly expensive, and they aren't being made available on the NHS. So now hundreds, if not thousands, of sexually active gay men are buying a generic version of the drug from India over the internet at almost a tenth of the cost. As our health and social care correspondent Victoria McDonald reports, it sparked a thriving trade in this life-saving medication.
These little blue pills are antiretrovirals, tablets used to treat HIV and now to prevent it. 1 tablet a day. They call it PrEP, a pre-exposure prophylaxis.
But in the UK, it is still only available on private prescription. In fact, this clinic in Soho is one of the few places that you can get it. So Channel 4 News has learned that instead of waiting for a decision from the NHS, hundreds, if not thousands, of gay men have taken the matter into their own hands and are importing it, buying a generic version of the drug from India.
It is all about the cost. A month's supply of the branded drug, Truvada, made by Gilead, is about £400. The generic Indian version is £45.
This is my patient. You treating these people?
They're treating themselves. I ain't selling drugs, I'm selling membership.
In the film The Dallas Buyers Club, based on a true story, AIDS drugs were smuggled across the American border and sold from a hotel room. Alex Craddock laughs when we ask if this is the South London Buyers Club, but from his own bedroom he shows us the website he helped set up. It details how, with a couple of clicks, people can buy their tablets from abroad.
I was able to buy a generic version of the drug Truvada at just a tenth of the cost of it would cost me through the UK.
His site and others are now getting thousands of clicks a month. It is legal to import the drugs as long as they're for your own use, 3 months supply at a time. The obvious question, though, is why use PrEP? Why not use condoms?
PrEP should not be used as an excuse to have condomless sex. It's for people who are already struggling to use condoms consistently and are entering risky situations. And PrEP.
And that was you?
And that was me, yes.
Or is you?
Is me, yeah. In real life situations, you might not always have a condom on you, you might be drunk at the time, and you often get caught up in the moment. And then PrEP helps with peace of mind.
A UK trial of PrEP called the PROUD study was so successful, researchers said it would be unethical to extend it, that it quite patently works. And it's been available in America since 2012, and France and South Africa approved it in the past month. But are the generic drugs safe?
There's a network of international HIV prevention activists who have started testing this drug from this website and drugs from about half a dozen websites from around the world. And what people are doing around the world is taking those drugs that are bought through those websites, and then they're going and having blood tests, and those blood tests measure to ensure that they have sufficient level of the drug in their blood to be protective against HIV.
So the demands from AIDS charities and activists for a decision to be made by the NHS is now growing.
The price difference between the generics and the brand drugs at the moment is so dramatically different that you could almost say that most people are better off buying their own PrEP online than they are waiting for the NHS to make a decision.
How do you feel about the length of time it's taken to make a decision?
Well, as an activist, I always find it really frustrating that a drug is approved in Europe and then you have to go through a process for the NHS to take a year, 18 months, 2 years to decide whether it's going to be approved.
NHS England told us they are still considering PrEP and no decision appears imminent. So anyone wanting the drugs now will either have to fork out hundreds of pounds or turn to India and buy them on the internet.